G'day, I'm New Zealand crap celebrity Guy Williams, and I'm here at the New Zealand Initiative to talk about immigration. What do I know about immigration? Not a lot, that's why I'm here. I've personally always been very pro-immigration. I've always thought New Zealand was a country that was kind of built on immigration. Most of us are from somewhere else. My mum's Canadian and my dad's from Mosgiel, and every day I thank the Lord for immigration so my dad didn't marry his own cousin. That would have happened, thank goodness. I was really interested in the New Zealand Initiative because they did a report into immigration in New Zealand. It's called the New New Zealanders. That sounds terrible. Well, they can't change it now. They printed the book, haven't they? It's called the New New Zealanders: Why Immigrants Make Good Kiwis. Don't judge a book by its title or by its Jandals cover. All right, it's a really interesting opportunity to look at some actual facts behind immigration and to destroy a lot of the myths that are floating around at the moment. Looking at you, Winston Peters. Do you think immigration is good for New Zealand?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Well,
I got you there, didn't I? Really got you there.
it's just like, where do you start? I mean, it makes New Zealand a more interesting place to live. It, helps our economy. I don't really see the bad side, really.
Well, I would probably say that we've probably got enough people now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it is really good because you look at New Zealand, it's so multicultural now, so it's actually really good that we had so many different cultures here. I think there is a lot of perception there about the jobs being taken, but there's really no data to actually back it up. Like sometimes I think you really need to look at more statistics, look at how many foreign investors are actually buying houses there, whereas I doubt that data is available. I know that they're starting to collect it now through some of the government initiatives for collecting tax numbers through Brightline, through ID, for example, but you really have to wait and see.
It depends what they have to offer our country. If they're building onto and have degrees and stuff, that's pretty good. But
No dummies.
yeah, no dummies.
No dumbasses. That should be fine.
Yeah, that's good.
But then again, if you're dumb but you work hard, that could be fine too, eh?
But then they're taking the jobs away from us Kiwis.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. So do you think that immigrants take the jobs away?
Sometimes.
There's always going to be some level of people losing out. You probably have more people than jobs, most places do. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but as far as the housing goes, I would probably argue the other way. It's difficult for anybody to buy a house at the moment.
At least, I mean, in terms of jobs, again, I think I've read somewhere that overall migrants are a net economic benefit. I mean, just logically speaking, as an extra consumer, which means more revenue for companies, it sort of increases overall economic activity, I guess. Yeah. But I mean, apart from that, I think maybe houses, if there aren't enough houses, but I mean, I think that's the fault of the government in the first place for not encouraging enough to be built rather than their fault.
If you think about it, if people who come to your country who doesn't speak your language, who doesn't have the same skill as you have, and they manage to so-called steal your jobs, I think the problem is not with them but with you yourself. If you think about it.
No, personally, I think there's enough opportunity for everybody. It's really, if people work hard for it, there's work out there, but it's whether New Zealanders are actually too fussy, because a lot of migrants actually take the jobs New Zealanders don't want to do. So if we're going to be picky about jobs and don't want to work in takeaway bars or drive taxis, well, we can't really complain.
What do you think the government should be doing about immigration? Do you think it's good? Do you think they should be tightening a little bit? Do you think they should be loosening it up?
I kind of think it should be loosened up just because of all the awful stuff that goes on overseas. You read...
More refugees?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got the space here.
So what do you think the government should be doing about immigration?
Oh, it's a tough question.
Yeah, it's bloody impossible. That's why I did it, just screw you over.
Maybe we should read this report and then we could be able to answer that question.
Read the report. That's what I'm doing here. Read the report. You can buy it or it's free online. Go free online. It's cheaper.